can't believe it. Football, bloody hell.
Football, bloody hell. Welcome, Boom. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, it's been a good week for United for once.
Indeed, surprisingly.
Yeah, we don't say that very often recently, but 11 goals under Van Nistelrooy. Only 3 goals conceded. He's done well in his first 4 games, hasn't he? In his 4 games in temporary charge.
As Rio wants to put the contract in those whatever you want.
Hey, welcoming in.
That's what we would have been if we didn't have the manager signed. We would have had put the contract on the table. We'll sign whatever.
Yeah, he's done really well. We'll get straight into it. So we got a few topics today. It's only me and Boom today. So we will get straight on with it. Get your thoughts in chat, and we will interact with chat. Share the link. Subscribe if you're not. Let's get right into it. So our first game we're going to talk about. We won a game in Europe, Boom. First one in a year. What was your thoughts of the win? I think it was a scrappy game.
Terrible performance.
Terrible performance.
It was not a great.
It wasn't the best performance, but we got the result. Ahmed needs to play every week. He's epic.
He's calling that wing-back position. Some people in our community don't agree, but he's calling that wing-back position.
I don't know. I reckon he's going to be one of those 10s, Boom.
You may think that, but I think he's the wing-back, Yeah. In the system.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see what happens. But he played really well. I thought Agate played really well as well. I think the last 3 or 4 games, Agate started to come into his own. I think he's only going to get better under Ruben as well, because he's the one who made him, basically. So, yeah.
And the stat for this game is, since the start of the season, Ruud's Manchester United has won as many games in Europe as Ten Hag.
Yep.
Ten Hag had 9 games. Ruud had 1.
Yeah. His team has also, in 4 games, we've not lost. Pep in 4 games, which we'll go on to in a bit, has lost to before. His last 4.
Bruno was quite good against Pia. 80% pass accuracy.
Yeah.
Great stuff. An assist for one of our mans. 2 goals.
Yeah, I was going to go into it later. Like, Bruno has been so much better under Van Nistelrooy because he's closer to goal. I said it last week. He's been playing so deep under Ten Hag. He can't be effective if he's having to track back and support the defensive midfielder. With Casemiro and Agate being there, he hasn't had to do that. So he could just be that cam and that attacking midfielder. And I think under Ruben, he's going to be even better because he's going to be even closer to goal. And he's going to have another attacking midfielder next to him as well. So I think he's only going to get better. It's closer.
And I think this game, we'll shout out Ahmed he's only played over 80 minutes on numerous occasions, about four times a season, and he's gotten this at least an assist or a goal in each of those 4 games he's played.
Yeah.
Over 80 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, not the best performance, but we got the job done. It puts us in a lot better position now to qualify out the group. We needed that win after 3 draws.
It's a great header and a great shot for the second.
Yeah, he was epic. He was such a really good goals.
And who would have thought Lindelof and Evans as the centre-back partnership?
Yeah, I think he was resting the other two for tonight, for today, which proved, I think, that's one position, I think, even we signed 3 centre-backs in the summer, I think we're going to have to, probably
I
bring
think it's
another
because
one
your
or
other
two.
backup, like Maguire, is still on recovery from his injury.
Because I think Maguire will leave, I think Lindelof will leave, and Evans' contract's up anyway. So I think all three of them could leave. And if you're playing a back three, you need cover for those centre backs. So I definitely think that is a position we'll look at either in January or in the summer. More likely the summer, I think. Because I just think he needs covers for the three centre backs. Of all three of them, I think Harry Maguire probably has the most chance of staying, and he has played successfully in a back three before for England. So of all three of them, he probably has the most experience in a back three.
Yeah.
Because he's done it for Southgate. I definitely think that's an option that we keep Harry, but I think the other two will probably be moved on. As good as Johnny Evans has been, certain. He's a red. Massive.
He got booed today, Johnny Evans.
Did it?
Yeah, when he came on, some of the Leicester City fans booed him.
Oh, wow. That's not very nice. We love you, Johnny. But yeah, where do you think this puts us for the rest of the week? The rest of the group, Boom.
I think this is the start of. Now, this only becomes something if we can beat Boda Glimt after the international break. I think this is the start of at least getting into the next round of the Europa League.
Yeah. Do you think we got saved by Ahmed, or do you think we would have drawn? I put on the notes, think we probably deserve to draw. Ahmed made us win 2 goals.
Oh yeah, I think we were helped out by Ahmed.
Yeah, because it was man of match performance. He was class, as we keep saying, but he just offers.
We can start backing it up now with a few other wins. There's no saying why we can't sneak into like top 8.
No.
Positions.
Do you think with the results the last like week and a half, do you think top 4 is more likely? Which we're only now 4 points behind top 4, which is mad.
5 points off actually solidifying top 4.
Yeah, which is mental. Do you think it's more likely that we get top 4, or do you think it is more likely that we win the Europa League if we were to qualify for the Champions League?
So it's so hard to say at this early stage. I think both are still very high possibilities.
Yeah, I think the season's still there. I think with the results of last week, like everyone's been dropping points. No one is consistent.
And the fact that we're now 1 point behind Spurs, who beat us 3-0 a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they lost today. Big up Ipswich, who we've got in a few weeks. Yeah, I think that will be a hard game, which we'll go into later. But
literally the top 13 are very close to each other.
Yeah, no one's really, except for Liverpool. I think they hate to say it, might fly away with the league.
Unless City start doing what they sometimes do and go on their mad runs, but they need to sort out their issues they have at the moment.
I think they've got to get a midfielder. They've got to get a midfielder in January. I think if they wanted to compete, I think without Rodri, they're lost. I think that's a big miss. Obviously, they're missing Kevin De Bruyne as well, but nowhere near as much as Rodri. And it's annoying me, really, because the media kind of, they've got injuries, that's why. But when we had 25 injuries last year...
No, injuries not an excuse. You got to still win. Manchester United.
Yeah, I know it's not an excuse. We should have still won. But why is it an excuse for them when they had less injuries than us?
No, because it just is.
It annoys me so much, the media, for other reasons, which I'm sure we'll get onto later as well. But, yeah, the media annoy me. I've said it before. I fucking hate the media. But, yeah, I think we'll get through the group. And, yeah, Next, though, we do something that we normally don't do on this channel, but because it's our new manager, we are going to look at his game in the Champions League against Manchester City, where his striker went riot. He had a riot, didn't he? Scored 1 goal and 2 penalties. Haaland missed a penalty, missed a shot, missed multiple shots. Their goalkeeper was on form to stop Haaland, and they won 4-1 against Man City. Pep Amorim.
I'm glad Haaland missed the penalty, because it was not a penalty to City. I watched that back.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a pen, no.
Spurs shouldn't be the betting favorite for any competition. You're just throwing your money away if you bet them.
Yeah, Spurs don't
for any trophy. If you're betting, you're asking for a miracle.
We've got Munzi in chat as well. New member of the team, was on last week. Welcome, mate. Braithwaite, he's definitely a possibility. They've looked at him in the past.
We're still being linked to him.
I think there's better options out there, personally. I like the guy at Sporting. You'll remind me of his name. Yeah, he's really good. And I think it'd be a better option for the system, and you'll get him for a more reasonable price than Braithwaite as well. I think he's definitely an option. They both are. I mean, there's other ones out there as well. Don't write out Luke Shaw when he's back playing. If he's not going to fit, it depends if he wants to play him as a left-sided centre-back. We spoke about it before. Don't write out Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre-back instead of a wing-back. He's played there before. He's played there really well. So I wouldn't rule that out as an option as well for cover at centre-back. But yeah, be interesting to see what they do at centre-back. It would definitely be interesting. Yeah, we just don't bet Spurs to win anything.
I will say about going back to the Sporting game, what I didn't like is all the media were talking about like how dominant Man City were. Man City were all over it. They were winning and stuff. Was like, were we forgetting it was 1-1 at halftime?
Yeah, I'll give it to City. Their goal was good, but
their goal was good. But I watched afterwards the interviews from the people in the TNT Sports Studio going how great and dominant they were talking. City was winning at halftime. I'm like, it was 1-1 at halftime. I don't know.
Yeah, they missed a lot of chances. Silva missed an open net. Basically, Silva should have scored.
Yeah, but we can't go into a fact that Sporting didn't change everything, but after halftime they changed it just before halftime. They got back into the game by making it 1-1.
Yeah, what a striker! I want him so much. I love Hoyland, and he's been a bit off the last few games. I thought he was quite poor today. I'm sure he'll pick it up, but I love Gutierrez. I really want to sign him.
Gutierrez, we have been finally linked to him for the summer.
It won't happen in January. As he said, he's not going to sign any Sporting players in January, but I definitely think we need to be in for him in the summer. I think him and Hoyland will be good options for our strikers. We need more goals. So, and I think Gutierrez knows where the net is. He's on fire this season. Yeah, yeah, it was weird. I think the media will always back City for some reason. There's the media darlings, but yeah, I think Sporting played so well, and it was showing what the system can do. But I appreciate what Amorim came out and said after. He's come out saying he played quite defensive against Man City, and he can't do that at United. He needs to be more on the front foot, which means we're going to be attacking, Boom. That's not defensive. That makes me so happy, Boom. We won't be passing it back for years. like we've been doing before. Yeah, that's interesting to see how he changes that formation to be more attacking.
Yeah, because we see with the formation at the moment, like against City, that gave Pep his only third time he's seen his team concede 4 goals.
Yeah,
in the Champions League.
Yeah. I definitely think left wing back might be Garnacho. I've said it before. I've looked at the heat maps of our players, and he covers that whole left side. Where Rashford isn't. We all know, we've said it for years, that Rashford is not great at cracking back. I don't think he can do that wing back role. I really don't. I think the only position he could maybe get is one of those attacking midfielders, or maybe fight for the striker. He can't do that wing back role. He just can't track back. But yeah, moving on. Moving on. Have you got anything else to say on that, Boom?
Yeah, I agree with you. Fully.
Have you got anything else to say on the City game? And
no, I just think there's a lot of potential in the setup and how it attacks, like how fluid, like that, like Sporting work together. If you can get even half that at United, of all of them working together in their positions and doing their jobs, it would be great.
Yeah. I also think it's important that now we finally have a system that we want to work to, which we haven't had for years. It's been a bit scattered. You've got to start from the youth. So he's got to have a meeting with the under-21s manager, under-19s manager, and you want them all to play the same system. So they know the system. When you come up from the under-21s, you need to be able to know how you're going to play for the first team, so you can just fit right into that position. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few weeks, months, the under-21s will switch to a back three and how they want to play as well. And I know they're playing really well, so that's going to be a hard transition because they're playing so well to change it up. But you want your whole of your system to be playing the same.
Yeah.
That is what it's about. So it'd be interesting to see how the under-21 manager does that.
The other 18
going forward.
They're flying.
And I think they've definitely got the players there to do it. We've got some great players coming through who can play those positions. So going on to today's game, we played against Leicester again. We played him last week in Ruud's first game in charge and won 5-2 in the Carabao Cup. And then we put 3 past them today.
More the first team today. The 5-2 was their second team.
Yeah. I think it was good performance. We took our chance.
Bruno's 200.
Something I don't. 250th game. I put stats up on online earlier, and amazing stats in 250 games.
Even his last 4 games,
so much
4 goals in 4 games in the Ruud.
Yeah,
0 and 13 for Eric.
He's on really good form. Yeah, he's in form now, and I think the massive part of that, as I keep saying, is playing him further up the pitch. And I think
he had
he's only going to
in
get
all 3 goals today. Bruno.
Yeah, it could have been he could have had a brace,
as an
but
own goal because of the
took away for a.
Bruno claims it hit his shin, which is slightly different. Then it bounced off the knee.
Yeah. Great first goal. His first goal was a great goal.
And it was kind of outshined later on by his pass. He made a simple pass to Garnacho, and Garnacho just banged it off in.
Yeah, that was a screamer.
And sadly, he didn't celebrate it because some fans recently have.
I put a picture up. He celebrated a bit, but not like.
Not like he would use, because he would usually run to the side and do his pose sit down.
Yeah.
Kind of He didn't do all that
Yeah.
because apparently, according to Bruno Fernandes, people have been saying a lot of stuff to him, and he's taking it to heart. The fans don't like him that much.
We love you, Garnacho. I think.
Like, don't listen to these people that are
Some
putting like
fans
video
are-
cameras in your face saying, "Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that." They're not real fans. They're just doing it for clicks, putting the camera in your face.
100%. That individual has gone to a meet and greet, which was fans, and he's just put a camera in his face and said, vice versa. I won't say what he said, but that's why I don't like social media and sometimes the British media, because that was blown up.
Yeah, it's just not that great.
See all that. We love you. His goals and his contributions and assists for his age is mental. He's doing better than some massive people this season, and he needs to be appreciated more. He's one of the top talents in Europe. I think most teams in the world would have Garnacho. We love you, Garnacho. Just keep on doing what you're doing. And you're going to be a world-class player. Have you got anything else to add about him?
I couldn't say about it myself. He just needs to stop listening to people. I will also point out in this game, once again, it's been cemented how Mazraoui is our best right back and left back.
Mazraoui is so good, isn't he?
If we can clone him and play him on both sides.
Yeah, he's so fucking good. 15 million. I think he could go down as the best value money signing we've done.
Because you see Dalot gets, like, he was doing so great at left back, then Dalot gets subbed at right back to put Johnny Evans in there so that we can move Mazraoui to right back for him.
Yeah. I think he's a different level than Dalot. I've said that I don't rate Dalot. I just don't think he's good enough. I've said that multiple times, but
overall, the main point of this game is we were clinical. 3 shots on target, 3 goals,
and it's what we've not had all season, and that's massive. We controlled the game. They had a few chances.
In that second half, more so because they were 2-0 down. They were trying to just throw everything at it.
Yeah, they had a great save by. It was a great save by Onana. His keeper still up.
That was the one where Dalot was caught ball watching.
Yeah,
and let it be played onside.
That was not great defending for that chance, and they should have scored. But they didn't really bother us all game.
And Onana keeps his run of being the clean sheet leader in the Prem.
Yeah, another clean sheet and a great performance. And we move on. Amorim coming in. He's going to be slightly later than we expected. His final game is tonight with against Braga. I think he was losing. I don't know if he still is. But he hasn't got a work permit yet. So
there are reports of that, but I'm not sure if that's fully, because at the time where we had coaches like Ruud and all of them that didn't have their work permit, they were there training. They just weren't officially photographed training. I have a feeling he's going to be there.
Yeah,
telling people what to do, but there won't be a photo.
Yeah, there's rumored he's flying to Manchester tomorrow, but he's just not got his work permit yet. I reckon he'll have his.
I reckon he'll be in Carrington, just not officially working. You know, he'll be doing it for free.
Yeah,
for the day.
Yeah. I reckon he'll be there next few days. I don't know what players aren't going on international duty, but he's got the international break to start to work towards his system for the Ipswich game. Doesn't give him a lot of time. As I said, he's going to slightly said he can't play.
He has Rashford. Rashford's not going.
Yeah. I definitely think he needs to work with Rashford.
Mount won't be going, so he might train a bit.
I think if you can keep him fit, Mount could be really good for the system as potentially an option for one of those 10s. Just keeping him fit. Same with Shaw. Shaw won't be going because he's only coming back from recovery now. Same with Malacia. They're both.
And Euro will be there.
Euro's back in training. Yeah, so I reckon Euro's first game
Just
will be
in, Sporting just equalised. Thank you, Block.
Who scored?
And that is Hulman.
Yeah. Come on, Sporting. Our second team at the moment. We love Sporting. We always have. They've never let us down.
Ignacio with the assist. The centre back.
Yeah. Sporting have always been good to us, haven't they? Nani, Ronaldo. Now Amorim. Actually, they gave us Euro as well. Rojo. Yeah, they gave us Rojo as well. I think Rojo was okay. He was a bit of a lunatic, but we generally we have a really good record.
Listen, I love Rojo. He would either break your legs or do something spectacular.
Yeah. So Sporting have got a really good record, and hopefully Amorim is next, the new special one as they call him. He will be starting this week, and we will see what happens for Ipswich.
Interesting first game, Ipswich away. Yeah,
they're playing really well at the moment. Under our old coach, who was in the running for our job in the summer.
They managed to get their first win of the season today, Ipswich.
They've been knocking on the door
against Spurs, who is their typical performance. They beat Man City, beat Villa, but then lose to Crystal Palace and Ipswich in between them.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, that's right. That's right, Bach. Anthony's going to still be there in the international break. Right wing back, Anthony. We're going to convert. Right.
Casemiro, Mainu, Anthony, Evans will be here during international too.
We're going to convert Anthony in this international break to a fullback. I'm going to see.
For Anthony in January to left of the plane on a flight to Ajax.
I'm still waiting. He promised me I'd see goals and assists this season with his name on it. I'm waiting for it. He's keeping me in suspense.
Yeah, he's going back to Ajax. Maybe Ten Hag's going back to Ajax and he can take him there because he was there. Ten Hag was at the Ajax game today. Maybe Ten Hag's going back to Ajax and he can do us a favour and take Anthony back.
But typical Spursy performance where they beat City and beat Villa, but then also hand the first wins of the season to Crystal Palace and Ipswich.
Yeah, it's just Spursy, isn't it?
But I'm happy for Sammy Smodic, scored a good goal, the Irish. Hopefully he can now do that for the international break.
Yeah. A spoiler here. I don't think that the Spurs manager will last the season.
He does get a lot of favour from him. His interview today was very cold. He was just I saw him after the game. It was like, "Oh, are you happy? No. Any problem? No." He's giving one-word answers to the interview.
Yeah.
I'll sort. It's like, how are you going to change? I'll sort it.
Yeah, that's my prediction. I don't think he'll last the season. That's my prediction. Anyway, guys, big and chat. Let us know what you think in the comments and the chat. And we will see what happens when we get back from the international break. I'm sure we'll see some sort of press conference or press release from Ruben Amorim and Carrington in the next week or so.
Finally speaking some English like the journalists want.
Yeah. But I agree with Boom that he should just speak to that journalist in Portuguese.
If I was United, I'd just tell him to do that just for the laugh.
Or ban him from the press conference. There's certain people we need to be banned from the press conference. United stand being one of them.
Another one is that other person that used to work for the. Did you see that video with Rashford and stuff? He used to work for the United stand, but now it's his own separate fan channel. I was big enough that the only person that didn't high five him was Rashford.
Yeah, flex.
That wasn't Flex, it was the other guy. We will speak to you very soon.
Come on, United! And good luck to Ruud on whatever's next. If he isn't, we should find out in the next few
He said
days,
today or
probably,
tomorrow.
If he is staying or not. I have a feeling he is leaving, which will be sad. He's done really well in the last 4 games, but I think if he does leave, he'll get a job very quickly. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and we will speak to you very soon, guys.